thank you to everybody again. And the media who is here, we can't do this without you because you are the key to the community. You're the ones who make people aware of how bad it is. And if you need any other information, come and talk to any of us, okay? We need you, and thank you for supporting the cause. So today what's going to happen in a few minutes, everybody's got positioned to station along the side of the table. Instead of taking a full lunch break like we normally do, we have got pizzas coming and we will announce when they come. So if you get really hungry or you gotta go to the bathroom, just either ask your neighbor if you think they can handle packing your station for you, or put your hand up and say, I need a replacement, and we've got people who will step in line and help you out, okay? We are going to be starting at the very far end, and there's going to be starting with a Ziploc bag, and it's going to be passed along the line, and you're going to put one of everything in. So the trick is I apologize, a few of you have been told to put 2 of something in, okay? So just make sure we put in exactly, because it's all been pre-counted, and hopefully there'll be nothing left at the end. When they get to this point here, we're going to have a whole team of guys packing them up, labeling them, and getting them ready to process for next weekend. For those of you who don't know, next weekend is when the 165 agencies show up and we physically load their vehicles with all of the kits. So if any of you want to come next weekend, just let us know. All right? And again, the other person I didn't thank was Z103 for keeping us all hopping all day long. And if I forgot anybody, we appreciate all of you. Thank you. We'll start in just a minute.
All right, before we do that, and if I can still have a minute of your time, I thought of you guys this week because also not only did we help find Project Winter Survival, we're also involved in Toronto Crime Stoppers. Scott, you can relate to this story. We launched Crime Stoppers Month back on Tuesday, and there was a story that we played a big part in at Crime Stoppers. If you all remember, about a month ago, a homeless lady was beaten in front of the Eaton Center. Do you remember that story being in the media? Scott, you can come up here for a second too. Where these teenage girls were kicking her in front of the Eaton Center, and this lady had nothing, and believe it or not, she was pregnant as well. But through Crime Stoppers and through a YouTube video, you know, these girls filmed it and put it on YouTube video, and through Crime Stoppers, we got a lot of tips, and were able to make an arrest. So another reason why I thought of you on Tuesday when we were telling the story at police headquarters. So just another story to walk away with today. Scott, do you want to add to that story?
Yes, I would. I'm a police officer with Toronto. I'm also the Crime Stoppers International social media advisor, and as was stated earlier, I'm probably tweeting I am. There's a phone here that's going live to the world with live streams and things like that to send this message out there. It's all about success and safety. I want to tell you about my friend Riel. Riel and I met during the G20 because a person alerted me at Toronto Police Headquarters there's a man threatening to kill 5 police officers. I went out and instead of getting in a confrontation with him, spoke with him. We had a coffee together. We've become friends. Riel goes from coast to coast. He's homeless. He has mental health issues. Yesterday, Riel came into town. When Riel came into town, he was actually going from Calgary to Montreal, but he stopped here because he wanted to see me. He gave me a copy of the Calgary Sun and the Winnipeg Sun. He said, Scott, you might want to look in there. There's some guys you want. And we had breakfast together. And I said, he had a sleeping bag. He told me on Tuesday morning he woke up in Calgary with 4 inches of snow on top of that sleeping bag. I asked him the 3 things he wanted. He said he wanted his mental health, he wanted a home, and he wanted a job. And if we can just keep those 3 things in mind today when we're packing these. He was carrying a sleeping bag just like we're going to pack today. I gave him 20 bucks. I bought him breakfast, and he said, I got to take this 20 bucks and go buy some weed and get high. And I said, Riel, you can do better than that. You're right. I'm going to go to the barber shop and get myself a haircut and clean up. He ended up at the Scott Mission yesterday with people like you that care. I got him to speak with a reporter, and I hope that reporter will tell his story start to finish. But thanks for letting me tell you about Riel. The kits are needed huge. what you guys are doing out there. And Riel, in order for him to get his mental health, to get a home and to get a job, he needs to survive today. And thanks a lot from the bottom of my heart on behalf of the Toronto Police Service and on behalf of Crime Stoppers International. Thank you for being here on a Saturday morning and donating your time. It's very important that we help others for their success and for safety. And we couldn't do it without a few key people behind the scenes that are moving this machine, and that's Jody Steinauer at the Bargains Group here. So Jody, thanks a lot for your vision and your inspiration.
All right, so there are stories with your package today to ponder on. Okay, one announcement, and then we're gonna, and we have a new whistleblower here, let's put it that way.